2 weeks ago, you said you'd never left me. Freaking chair is always in the show. Hey. Hello everyone, welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about board games and board gamey things and the holidays. 'Tis the season, am I right? When you're right, you're right. Now listen, today's video is going to be all about hosting a holiday/Christmas game day. I'm going to be referring to Christmas a lot because that just happens to be the holiday that I celebrate, but this will work for whatever holiday you celebrate, or even if you don't celebrate a holiday. Just have a game day anyway, and it will be super fun. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about vibes. We're going to talk about games. We're going to talk about food. We're going to talk about other activities and stuff like that that you can do on this game day. Now, my suggestion is to host your game day. This could be Christmas Eve or sometime before Christmas or even Christmas Day. I don't know what you got going on. Do whatever you want to do. But this is kind of like what I picture being a fun game day, and I'll give you lots and lots and lots of suggestions. So without further ado, I say, let's go. I got this Christmassy sweater on. Let's start with setting the vibe. First things first, atmosphere. I always start with setting the vibe. I start with atmosphere. I always start with setting the vibe with atmosphere because it is important. I think that you don't need to overhaul your entire house, but typically during this time of year, your house is probably already decorated up a little bit for the holidays. So just a few touches will make everything feel kind of fun, you know? So I just think this goes for any kind of game day. Warm lights, fairy lights, put your tree on. If you have a Christmas village, light it up, my friends. Just make it festive. Just put up some lights, put up some like ambiance, you know, ambiance. I am Beyonce always. Then what we're gonna do, background music. We want to play some holiday music. Pick your favorites. So some jazz, some lo-fi Christmas beats, nostalgic childhood music, like the traditional stuff. We personally, like I've mentioned in other videos, we have a record player, and that is what we like to put on as our like background music. And so our current faves right now for the holidays, we have the Home Alone soundtrack, which is great. We have Dean Martin Christmas, which is great because it's like such a classic. And then we have a very Backstreet Christmas, which, yeah, the Backstreet Boys put out a Christmas album and it's amazing. Would you expect nothing less? Obviously not. I also think for the vibe, it's great to set a theme. You guys know I love a theme, but it doesn't need to be anything extravagant. You could just be like, okay, everybody, I got us all matching pajamas. I got us all matching shirts. Or you could do ugly Christmas sweaters or regular Christmas sweaters. Or just say, okay, come as cozy as you want. Just wear your pajamas, wear whatever. Or if you're on the opposite end of that spectrum, everybody dress up, be fancy. Or else, you decide. Just set kind of like what you want the mood to be. For me personally, I want to make people feel cozy. I want people to feel comfortable so they can loosen up to play some games. Speaking of games, the next section, we're going to get into game recommendations. I just want to get right into it, and I have a lot of different suggestions because when we're talking like holiday party, we're typically talking about playing with not only friends but also family and people of all different gaming levels and skills and understanding and experience. So I've got different categories, if you will. This is going to be the heart of your game day, all right? Because that's what you want to play games. You got to get other people to want to play games. For me and my family, very easy. Zach and Jason love games, so very easy. And same with our friends. We only hang out with gamers, basically, so, but not everybody has that. So the first category is going to be light, easy, everyone can play kind of games. Very low rule set, super easy to teach and understand. And a lot of these are going to be familiar to you, I'm sure. But the first one is Just One. This game is excellent for playing with people who don't know board games. All they have to do is write just one word. Okay? Surprisingly, I get that question a lot. Can I write more than one word? It's like, no. Literally, the game is called just one. You write just one word. Anyways, it's cooperative. It's kind of like a word association sort of game. It's great with the family. Kind of on the same vein of that is So Clover. So Clover tends to go over well with everyone. Another like word association kind of game that's super easy to kind of set up and play. Often when we play these types of games, we don't keep score. We don't like do any of that. We just play a few rounds until people have had enough. So that could be a fun one to add in. One I just thought of that's not on my list, but I'm going to say it, is Doodle Dash. That's another great one. Wavelength. People love Wavelength. It's more of an activity than an actual game. Everybody kind of understands it, and you could just play a few quick rounds, split into teams. It would be great. Then we have Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, but there is a Christmas edition where it's like Santa, Cookie, Elf, Reindeer, Snowman. I think it'll be on the screen. You guys will see it. That one, anybody can play. Kids love it, and you're like being silly and you're making noise, and this one's a little bit thematic to the season as well. We also have Dixit. I think Dixit is a really great, like, cozy, almost like magical kind of game. It's a little bit abstract. It's, you know, it's kind of silly, but it'll be a bit maybe quieter than some of the other games, but it's pretty easy to understand, pull out, set up, and go. In the same vein, you can do one of the Simulos. As far as I know, Simulo doesn't have a Christmas version yet, but man, I sure wish it did. Like winter, holiday, Christmas theme would be amazing. One that we've been bringing out lately at pretty much every game day that we do, and it's very easy to teach, understand, and it's very quick to play, is 3 Chapters. It's like fairy tale setting as well, which once again, you're going for the magical vibe of the holiday season. What's more magical than fairy tales? I don't know, but this is a great one. And the last one on this list that anyone can play, and there's 2 versions of this, is apropos of movies or board games. I would only do the board game one if you are playing with people who are gamers, who know lots of games. Otherwise, the movie one can be played by anyone, and this is you're just trying to like make connections of different like themes and things to different movies. Very simple. It's a button shy game, 18 cards. I take this traveling with me because you can also play it solo if you want, but I just think it's a really good little group activity kind of game. I'm very handsy today. Festive. Okay, the next one is group party games, or games that are just going to have people laughing, and they're a little bit more maybe rowdy and just a bit more like upbeat. The first one is Telestrations. Everybody loves Telestrations. This is a mass market game. It just freaking works. You can get a 12-player party pack. So if you've got a huge group of people that is coming over for the holidays, this is perfect. It's always a win. It's always funny, and you could play it with big groups. And it's easy to teach as well. The next one is Things and Rings. Now, Things and Rings is from All Play, and the game itself is very simple, but it can be a little bit confusing for people. But what you're trying to do is get people to guess what the things in the rings have in common in terms of context, word, and application, use. I can't remember what the other one is, but it's very silly. It's very quick. And usually when we play it, we end up playing it at least like 3 or 4 times because everybody wants to have a turn being the person who's like knows everything kind of thing. The next one is a game called Bring Your Own Book. This is if you have a family of readers. So basically how this game works is everybody is going to grab a book from around the room, and you could supply like holiday books or whatever. People could literally bring their own book, and you're going to be using like flipping through random pages and picking a word in order to like play this game. And it's very silly, but if you have a family of book readers, it will be a hit for sure. I also think Hot Streak is a great one. So Hot Streak is to get people really like get people going. This is such a silly game. It's about mascots that are racing. It's quick, it's simple. You're gonna have people like cheering and like laughing because the mascot dressed like a hot dog fell over and all of these things. And I just think it'll be a good hit at like this style of game day. Then we have Flip 7, which I think is just a no-brainer. And there's a new Flip 7 that is Grinch themed. And I believe it's like a Walmart exclusive. So if you can get your hands on that, that would be perfect. It's always a hit. Everybody loves this game. Then we have Camel Up. I just think Camel Up's appropriate in every group situation. And I think you could play with up to like 6 to 8 players. And it's another one that gets people like up and rowdy and laughing. It's always a hit. You guys know that we love it. Another one is That's Not a Hat. This is another one you could play with a big group that is going to have people confused and laughing and having a great time. It's just a game that's not so serious, which I think you need when you're playing with a bigger group, especially if it's a mixed group of people who play games and people who don't play games. And last but not least, I think if you can get your hands on Don't Get Got, at the beginning of your game day, your party day, whatever, give everybody their prompts for that Don't Get Got. And have them like basically in Don't Get Got, you've got a list of things that you have to do throughout the day. And you have to be able to like slip them in without people realizing that you've done them. And then if you accomplish them, you say, you got, basically. Okay? It's silly, it's sneaky, and it's just kind of a way to kind of get everybody engaged throughout the day. Next up, we have some holiday themed games. So games that are going to give you those holiday vibes. Now, the first one is quite on the nose, but that is Santa's Workshop. We just played this the other day again, and I think it's great. And it's not a complicated game. There is a simple mode and an advanced mode, but even the advanced mode is not complicated. But if you're playing with non-gamers, go for the simple mode. If you're playing with like people who are kind of like casual gamers and above, you could play the advanced mode, but you're elves making toys at Santa's Workshop. It's great. It's very, very holiday themed. We also have Jokkmokk, which is about like a Swedish winter market, and it's a set collection kind of game. Very simple, so pretty. It's relatively quick to play, and it's really fun. We also have a game called Holly Jolly, which is a simple holiday themed card game from 25th century. Great. There's a new one that just came out from Devere called Rudolph. We haven't played it yet, but it is Rudolph themed, so it's holiday themed, so I think it'd be great. We're definitely going to be pulling it out this Christmas. And then last but not least, we have Hickory Dickory. Hickory Dickory is another one that's not like, it's not on the nose holiday theme, but when you open it up and you look at it, it's very much so. Like there's holly and like mistletoe and cranberry, and all of the mice are dressed with their little cute scarves. And another benefit of this game, once again, it's not a super complicated game. So this is definitely something that casual gamers and above can easily play. And I really enjoy this one. I think it's super cute. Next up is if you have a family of gamers. So these are people that have played games and you want to get them around the table and play some games with them. The first one I am going to recommend is Fate of the Fellowship. It's not Christmas themed, it doesn't need to be, but everybody needs to get along and cooperate during the holidays. And that's the game that's gonna do it, okay? It's a cooperative game. You're all working together to get Frodies to Mordor. Throw that ring in there, you know, or whatever that mission is that you're going on. It's great. Another one I think you could pull out is Explorers of Navoria. It's very like whimsical, and there is like a winter kind of section on the board, but this one's really great. I've enjoyed it while I've played it, and I think it could be a good one to play during like the holiday season. We also have Fromage. It's always a good time to play Fromage, in my personal opinion, and usually at Christmas time, we're eating cheese. To be fair, we eat cheese all the time, but I think this is just a good time to play it. Then we have Wondrous Creatures, and I just think that there's something, it's not Christmas themed, it's not holiday themed, but there's something like about this game that's just very magical, and you're like collecting different wondrous creatures and they're all magical, and it is a little bit more like of a heavier, it's not a heavy game, but like mid-weight game, and it does take a little while to play, but I think it's really wonderful and magical, and I think Bad Comet makes great games, and so I definitely would want to play this one during my holiday party. Last but not least, I have some 2-player options, because if you've got a party going on and you've got gamers and non-gamers, and maybe there's two people who like games more than others, then you should have some two-player options so other people can go do other things while you still get to play games. The first one is going to be Patchwork Christmas Edition. It's cozy, it's quick, it's simple, it's festive. Jeff and I have a playthrough actually of this that we did years ago that we released, I think, on Christmas or Christmas Eve so people could hang out with us while we played. It's a great little game. Patchwork's amazing. Then we have Dice Throne Santa versus Krampus, obviously, because hello, it's Santa versus Krampus. That's very holiday theme. And Dice Throne, of course, you can add in other characters and play higher than a two-player account, but in my own personal professional opinion, I just think Dice Throne's best at 2, and specifically this set. Then we have Toy Battle, which is not holiday themed, but toys are part of Christmas usually, so it's just a great two-player game that you could whip out and play in like 15 minutes. And then last but not least, we have Boop the Halls. This is one that we have, a version of Boop we haven't played. So we've got regular Boop, we've got Boop, which is the Halloween one, and we got Boop the Halls, which is the Christmas theme one. And this is like, has a 3D tree and you're booping ornaments off of it. So we're definitely going to be pulling this one out this Christmas, and I'm very, very excited. Let's move on to food. No game day is complete without snacks. You want food that doesn't necessarily interrupt gameplay, but still feels festive. And honestly, sometimes you just need breaks for food. I love food. So first up, we have easy snackables. Now, what you could do, and what you should do always, for every party, no matter what, all of the time, a charcuterie board. Everybody loves it. Meat, cheese, berries, fruit, grapes, crackers, bread, honey, jam, whatever. Everybody loves a charcuterie board, and it's so snackable. It's so like easy to just have. Great if you're playing fromage, honestly. Next up, you could have a make your own nacho or hot pretzel kind of like station. So have the stuff ready. People can make their own. I did recently see this thing where this girl made holiday themed nachos. So it was like tortilla chips, but they had like stuffing and turkey and cranberry sauce and everything. And I'm like, good Lord, I need to eat that. Jeff and I have done holiday poutine before, which we love. You can also do like a fruit or chocolate like dipping platter. So like maybe a little fondue action. And of course, it's always a great idea to have holiday themed cookies, gingerbread men, shortbread, sugar cookies, whatever. Everybody wants cookies at Christmas. I don't make the rules. It's just true. For drinks, you want to have some cold stuff and some hot stuff. So I would recommend, of course, hot chocolate, obviously. You can have mulled apple cider, which is a huge hit in our house. Jeff loves apple cider. If you have people who like alcohol, you could do a cranberry like Moscow Mule. You could do a mocktail version. My family always would do cranberry juice mixed with 7-Up and ginger ale with a cherry. That was like our special Christmas drink. So you could do something like that, make something up. And of course you could also prep like peppermint mochas or eggnog lattes, or just have eggnog. I think eggnog's disgusting, but some people like Jeff enjoy it. So some people in your life might enjoy it as well. And then if you are serving real food, try and keep it a little bit, I guess, more simple for yourself. So I would do like just a big batch of chili with different toppings. So you can have the chili, have your like shredded cheese and sour cream and whatever toppings. You could do like a soup and bread bar, make different kinds of soups and have people grab that with their bread. Or the easiest thing to do, and what we like to do on Christmas Eve, is just order in. We love ordering in like Chinese food or Thai food or something like that for Christmas Eve. And when you order in takeout, especially like, I don't know about everywhere, but here, like for our Chinese food, it's always so much food. You can feed an army with what you're ordering. And there's just something like fun about getting takeout, and everybody's like, it's like buffet style. I love it. All right, let's talk about movies and background entertainment. We already talked about music, but we often have movies playing in the background when we are having a game day, when we're doing really anything. We just always have like either movies or music on in the background. Usually when people come over, we'll say, what do we want? Music or movies? And then people will choose, and that's what we'll go through. So if somebody wants a movie in the background, I think while you're playing, you want some movies playing in the background that aren't so like plot heavy focused that you need to like pay attention to them. We want some classics here that everybody's seen about a million times. So I'm talking The Grinch. You could do animated, you could do the Jim Carrey version, you could do the new animated one. I personally prefer the Jim Carrey one or the old, like the original Grinch. Those are the best ones. A Charlie Brown Christmas, always. I've already watched it twice this year. I love this movie. You could do Klaus if people have already seen it. If you haven't seen it, I do recommend sitting down and watching it, because it's very good. Arthur Christmas, great background movie. Elf. Elf is, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Elf is literally my favorite movie of all time. Not just Christmas movie. It is my favorite movie of all time. I've seen it about 1 billion times. I love it. Or throw on a holiday Hallmark movie. There's so many. Now they're making them about all the football teams. We got the Bills. We got the Chiefs. Hopefully they go through all of them. Who's to say? But you can always put on something like that, or just your favorite classic holiday movie that you've seen 1 million times. Now, you can then, after games, after party, really, have a movie pick. End the night with a movie. Why not? We do that a lot. We have like game/movie days now with, we hang out with obviously Ben and Sarah a lot, and Matt and Mel, and that's what we're doing, games and movies. So I would recommend for the after games, put on Home Alone or the Santa Claus, or one of my personal favorites. Okay, so there's Elf. Right next to Elf for my Christmas movie anyways is A Muppets Christmas Carol. This is a perfect movie. 'Tis a season to be jolly and joyous. La la la. I love the Muppets. It's great. Or go for a classic. Do like It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street, whatever you want to do, but have it be like a wind down movie and a classic that everybody loves. Now, I also do want to recommend, this is going to be the last thing, but I want to recommend some extra activities because like I mentioned before, maybe not everyone wants to play games the whole day. So you can have some other things scattered in or have some stuff for other people while you are playing games and whatever. Have a mix and match. One thing I think would be really fun is to set up a table somewhere with a community puzzle, a holiday themed or winter themed community puzzle where everybody's kind of working on it together throughout the day. I think that could be really fun. You could have a table for like ornament decorating or cookie decorating. I think it would be really fun to do like build your own gingerbread houses or meeple gingerbread decorating. Base them off of board games. I don't know. Get crazy with it. Another thing I think would be super fun is to have like little Polaroid cameras around or disposable cameras so people can like actually capture the day and take real photos throughout the day. You can have props around if you want, whatever, but like even if you don't, just to be able to pick up like a disposable camera, take a picture like we used to, I think would be really fun. As always, you could do Secret Santa, gift exchange, you know, white elephant, whatever you want to call it. Do something like that. Have a small limit. Just, you know, have some fun. If you're feeling up for it, or if you're in an area close to it, you could do like an outdoor walk to look at lights. Last year, we went to go visit Rodney and Christy in the winter, really close to Christmas, and we drove out to a community that does these crazy lights, and we spent the night walking around looking at lights, and it was super duper fun. And earlier that day, we had been playing games, so kind of the same thing. And then you could also, if you want, read a cozy short story to end the night, especially if you've got kids there and you want to like read, you know, what is it? A Night Before Christmas. I almost said A Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm sure there's a book about that too, but I think that could also be really fun. And if you want to send people away with like little gifts, like party favors, you could do little like hot chocolate spoons or send them with a cookie box, or you can buy everyone like little short stories. When I was in the bookstore the other day, and I wish I remembered what it was called, but there's like this series of books, and I don't know if it's local or not, but anyways, there's a series of books where it's like there's a tradition where you read a scary Christmas story, and it's just like the short little book, short little story every Christmas, but they're like kind of horror-esque, which I think is really cool. So if you got a bunch of those, and you know, you could hand those out as gifts. Anyways, that is what I was thinking of for a holiday-themed game day. I would love to know in the comments below what are some of your suggestions. If you have any like holiday-themed game recommendations, please put those below. I'm always looking for more. If you have your favorite snacks or your favorite activities, put them in the comments. I would love to know, and I'm sure people would also love to hear them. But my friends, that's everything that I have for this video today. I want to give a shout out to our monthly sponsor, the Scratching Post, which is half Cat Cafe, half Board Game Cafe. All of the information is going to be listed in the description below. If you're in the area, definitely go visit them. You could go for your little like holiday get together. They do recommend that you make reservations in advance. All of the cats that are there are 100% adoptable, and I just think it looks like the coolest place ever. But once again, all the information, links, everything will be in the description below. But that's everything that I have. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're interested in buying board games like any of the many I mentioned today, you should first start by checking out your friendly local gaming store. For us, it's a Board Game Cafe. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. I hope to see you again soon. And now I say goodbye. Goodbye! Happy holidays! What am I doing? Oh yeah.
I got a strange disease. 2 weeks ago you said you'd never love me. Now here we are again. I didn't want to hurt you, little one, but good things have to go away and leave you with nothing. Yeah, you left me with nothing. I got a strange disease.
Wow. I don't know why that stuck in my head, but do you guys remember Prozac? Was that just like a Canadian group? I don't even know. The Jingle Batch, Santa's favorite stop. That's what my shirt says.